Yo, what's going on, guys? CultofMush back at it with top 5 best PC game deals of the week. As is the case with every week, there are so many great deals on PC games all over the internet that picking 5 is kinda hard. Obviously, I would recommend you guys to scour the internet, find all the good deals and pick from there, but in this video, I just want to cover 5 deals that I think are really good right now. Without further ado, let's get right into this with number 5. For number 5, I just want to mention that the humble Ubisoft bundle is still available. I mentioned this last week, but it's still available for another 3 days, and for those of you that haven't picked it up, I would highly recommend looking at it. They've also added more games to the package, so now it's an even better deal. I'll go over it once again for those of you that missed it. For the $1 tier, you're getting a copy of Call of Juarez Gunslinger, Grow Home, and Rayman Origins. Personally, I played Rayman Origins and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a fantastic platformer, and for $1, that game alone is worth it, but Grow Home and Call of Juarez Gunslinger I've also heard are both pretty good games. If you beat the average of $6.98, you're gonna be getting a lot of extra stuff, including Far Cry 3, Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Blacklist, Assassin's Creed Chronicles China, Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, and Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. That is one hell of a deal, considering a lot of places charge around $7.50 for Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Blacklist on sale. So $7 for all of that is ridiculous. If you decide to pay $15 or more, you'll also get a copy of Assassin's Creed Rogue, and you'll get a copy of The Crew, both of which I thought were pretty good games. Assassin's Creed Rogue is very similar to Assassin's Creed 4, which is actually my favorite Assassin's Creed game. And Rogue is actually a very, very good port on PC, so you don't have to worry about that. The Crew is a bit of a mixed bag. I enjoyed it, and because it's just a part of a larger bundle, this is a really good time to check out the game. If you decide to pay $75 or more, that'll get you a copy of The Division as well as the Division t-shirt. Obviously, I don't see too many people doing that, but look at the other tiers. Those are some great deals. Number 4, over on Gamersgate, you can pick up Ryse Son of Rome for only $5. Now, this is a game that was released as an Xbox One launch title, and it definitely is not a perfect game. At the time of release, this game actually got panned by many critics. It was seen as more of a tech demo for the console rather than a fully featured game. A large reason behind the complaints of Ryse Son of Rome was because of the fact that it was a $60 game, and it didn't have too much content, but for $5, Ryse Son of Rome is actually not a bad game. It's got some great visuals, some flashy combat, and honestly, for a single playthrough, I enjoyed the game. Is the game worth $60? Absolutely not, but now for $5, I would recommend checking this out. It's not a bad game, and for the price, you're gonna get a weekend's worth of fun. Moving on to number 3, over on Bundle Stars, they've got a crapload of Batman games discounted. Lego Batman Trilogy, Batman Arkham Origins, Batman Arkham Knight, Batman Arkham Asylum, Arkham City. And a lot of them you can get for some great deals. Now, Arkham Knight is 50% off for $25. That's not a very good game on PC, so I would stay away from that. But it should be mentioned at this point, the game is at least playable on PC, so if you do want to play it, hey, $25 isn't crazy expensive, but this is what I would still stay away from. However, with Batman Arkham Asylum and Batman Arkham City being $5 each, those are both fantastic games and they work really well on PC. Batman Arkham Origins is also available for $5, although I didn't think that game was as good as the previous 2 games. That game was actually made by a different studio. It's still an okay game, but Arkham Asylum and Arkham City are definitely the 2 best games of the series, and I would highly recommend checking those out if you haven't already. Moving on to number 2, also on Gamersgate, you can pick up Mafia 2 for only $6. Mafia 2 was one of the most underrated games of last generation. It's a fantastic game. A lot of people compare it to GTA, but it's really not like that at all. Mafia 2 is very linear, it's very story-driven, and yeah, a lot of people do get a bit turned off when they hear that this game is linear, but even with that, the world is still really well created, and being linear means that the game is more focused and the story is a big part of the game. With Mafia 3 coming out in the fall, that's one of the most anticipated games of the year. Check out Mafia 2 if you haven't. It's only $6. You'll get a solid 7 to 10 hours of entertainment, and it's a pretty good game. Finally, number 1, over on Amazon, you can pick up the Mass Effect Trilogy for $12. This obviously includes Mass Effect 1, Mass Effect 2, and Mass Effect 3. The Mass Effect Trilogy is considered by many as one of the best gaming trilogies ever. All 3 of the games are really good. Mass Effect was released back in 2007 and hasn't aged all too well. Mass Effect 2 I still consider one of the best RPGs ever. And Mass Effect 3, while many were turned off by the ending, everything before that was absolutely great. The gameplay was still good, the story was good, it was just the ending was really bad. But there is a good game in Mass Effect 3, and picking up the trilogy for only $12, you're getting each game for $4 a piece, you're getting a lot of content, And the important part is that it's quality content. Mass Effect is filled with quality. And if you've never experienced this trilogy, I would highly recommend picking it up for $12. It's a fantastic deal for some fantastic games. So that's gonna wrap up this video, guys. Let me know if you guys pick any of these games up. If you have a request for a future video, feel free to leave it in the comments section down below. And as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.